back to my channel. My name is Shelley-ann Henry. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Yes. Before I even jump into our video today, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has been subscribing to our channel. Dad, we say our channel because it's not even mine anymore. That is on it so much. Our channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. Don't forget to like, share, and drop a comment down in the box. Please, please, please. I depend on Josiah just run across. I depend on your subscription for my community to grow. It's a small community, but if you share it with others, we're able to grow. So thank you so much. God bless you, and thank you for coming over to this little family and wanting to hear what we have to say. As you know, we talk about life living back in Jamaica, how we find it, because you have a lot of channels out there that will give you a different perspective, right? That everyone has their own perspective, and that's okay, because when you read the Bible, everyone has a different account but the same, if that makes sense. So today again I have my father-in-law with me, and we're gonna talk all things. What we're gonna talk about, Dad?
Investment.
All things investment. Yes, as Jamaica has come a long way where investment is concerned. I was so shocked when I got back home how many people are so clued up about investment. Young people, old people. It's not once upon a time we used to have the money sitting in the bank, like whatever it is, even if it's a shilling. But now people are finding ways of investing that shilling. So Dad, Dad has a wide knowledge about investment. He actually studied investment. He's always into it. He's gotten us thinking about investment. In fact, he's got Josiah into investment. And Dad stewardship program is all about investment. Investment is everything, right, Dad? It's not just money, but in every area of life, investment. So Dad, today it's yours. I'm not even gonna talk much because I don't know much about investment. So I don't want to say too much. But people are coming home and they have their little dollar, or they want to invest their talent, their time. Tell the people about investment and what are the best ways and how to invest as they come back to Jamaica.
Right. As we say, well, let me say good morning to everybody. We are happy to be with you and to share what we have with those who will appreciate it.
That's right.
Investment is very, very important. Why do we need to invest? If you have your money and you put it down, inflation is going to wear it down to nothing. If you walk around with it in your pocket, wherever you be, somebody is going to take it from you. If you invest wisely, your money can grow with the passing days. As we suggest some time ago, you cannot make a blanket statement and say invest in that. We all differ, and we all have special abilities. So it will be an individual matter as to what you invest in, how you invest, when you invest. I can tell you some of the things that I tried since coming back to Jamaica. Basically, I'm teaching and I'm a pastor. Let me clarify that. I'm not one of the pastors who believe in poverty, suffering, begging, borrowing. I believe in a mighty God who promised to prosper his children. And so I'm here to help people to prosper. Investment is the smartest, biggest, only way to prosper. In your investment will cover every sphere of your life. All right. The first thing I tried when I came back to Jamaica was to open up a rest home for the elderly. That is something that is very dear to me. because I've seen many people, the children take them back to England, back to America, back to Canada, and when they were escaping from those places, the cold and everything, they want to be in their homeland, but they reach a stage where they cannot help themselves so much, so they would take them back to wherever they are coming from. That was very painful. Now, that rest home was progressing and going on nicely. It's some sort of internal matters that caused us to close down. And when we closed down, just about all the relatives, some coming from overseas, all of them, as a matter of fact, one man said to us, look, if it's more money you need, tell me, I will pay it. But circumstance caused us to close up, but it is still a very good, meaningful, helpful investment. Right? That's one which you can still do. There's Cope, great room the other day. Asked about one of my friends that I used to see running around here. The sum total of physical health. When I was told that he's in a rest home, I was shocked. People are getting older, sometimes unfortunately tragedies strike and they have to go in rest home. That's a big business. The next thing we started was we put 2 vehicles on the road. A young man, he was looking for a job, he persuaded me, and we bought nice, what they call it, deportee, and he used it as a taxi. He had a job, I was getting some money weekly, and that was very profitable. Eventually I sold him the business and he carried on. The other vehicle we use solely for people coming in from abroad, friends and relatives, and they want a vehicle at not so high a cost.
Yes.
And they would take themselves around, clear my vehicle, bring it back, give me my little money, and we were progressing. If you want to do something like that, it is still profitable.
Yes.
If you want to get into farming, plenty of land around, and well, one of the problems you have with that, sometimes you can't find meaningful workers, but you still have some good people that will work with you, and you can do your farming. The main investment avenue for me is the stock market.
Yeah, that's the one I want you to touch on, Dad.
Yes.
Tell them about the stock market. No, before you go any further, tell them your current investment program that you have been working on. We're sitting right on it.
Right. This other one. Yes, I built my tank.
Yes.
Where you see us now, it's a tank below. When we finished the tank, there was a lot of space on top and beyond the tank. So we put a nice little building, 2 nice big bedrooms, sitting, dining, kitchen,
and
bathroom,
and 2 porches.
2 porches. So this already I have people asking for it. A friend called from US the other day. He told me that he's got a couple ready to come and take hold of the place. So if you have some money and you want to invest in buying a house and letting it or making something, my friend and neighbor above me, he bought that property and he turned it into a bed and breakfast place, and from what I understand, it's going very well. So there you are, several things you can do. So let's get back to the stock market.
Yes, that stock market.
Now some people question stock market. They say it's ungodly, it's this, that, and the other. But I have studied stock market inside out. And what it is all about, you're buying into the company. Sorry. I'm going to give you a story as we progress. The other day I was traveling with a friend on the highway. I think we passed about 3 or 4 toll booths.
Yes.
Where he paid out.
Coming from Manchester into Kingston.
That's right. He paid out quite a bit of money. He said the toll is heavy. I turned to him and I said, Now, are you getting anything out of that which you paid? He said, no, how could I? I said, well, from what you have paid, I am getting something. He popped his eyes wide open, said, how could that be? I said, well, I've bought shares in the Trans-Jamaica Highway. So what you paying, I'm going to get something out
from
of
it.
it.
You see?
That's what it is about.
Yeah.
So, a little while ago, Jamaica was ranked as in the number one sphere of stock market. It has fallen down quite a bit. Well, that's the stock market.
Yes.
Everywhere you go, up and down, up and down. Jamaica is low down now, but within a short while, I'm sure it will go back.
Yeah.
When you come to Jamaica, you find one of the reputable brokers. I won't name any now. I'm not promoting different.
Yes, you can do your research.
Right, or if you want, you check with me.
Yes, privately. You can send your comment and we'll tell you.
We will work with
yeah.
But you go to one of these brokers and you find out, as a matter of fact, you don't even have to go to the broker. I can link you with a program where this young lady, she spent her time telling you what is going, how it is doing. I listened to her the other night and she was talking about the same Jamaica highway, and she gave a good report. Somebody asked her, do you invest in Jamaica highway? He says, certainly, I like their dividend. So you can invest in the stock market. From the stock market, you can have very good return. Your capital is there. Sometimes it go down, sometimes it go up.
Just like everything in life, right, Dad?
That's right. You get your dividend. You can sell some of your stuff. For example, I bought shares into a little company, financial company, and as soon as we were through buying the stock, it doubled. Unfortunately, they didn't allow us much in purchase, so we didn't make a whole lot of money. But from the percentage point, it was very, very good. As Shelley mentioned, my grandson is he's only 4. But he knows his stockbroker. His stockbroker was surprised the other day when we went down to see her, and he told her that she is his broker. She took him to somebody else and said, tell her who I am. That's my broker. That's a big business. If you want to go into the social media world and build up on YouTube, I noticed quite a few people. One woman I follow, not closely, but I am intrigued with her program. She is from...
you mean Irene?
Yes.
That white lady?
That's right.
She's from... that place that is in war.
Ukraine. She's from
Ukraine.
And she's building up her social media program by look, you think we love Jamaica, but if you say anything bad about Jamaica, she'll correct you and she'll show you what is nice about Jamaica, and she's building up her channel.
Because oftentimes we focus on what is wrong with Jamaica, and she's, when you watch her channel, we're not promoting her. Why not? You can go and check out. I think it's Irene. I can't remember what's her channel name, but if you type her in, she's from Ukraine, as you said that, and I've learned so much from her as well. Even she takes you into where your Jamaican passport can carry you without a visa, and as you say, she showcased Jamaica in the best light, because we have even our own Jamaicans who really trample on Jamaica. When I was living in England, I hear people talk some stuff about Jamaica. You would think it's one of the... Jamaica is nice. As we say, we're not here to tell you to pack up and come home, but we're telling you to invest in your country. Yes, we want you to invest in your country. We want you to make Jamaica, as they would say in America, make America great, make Jamaica great again. And we're not saying you should leave and come, because as Dad had said, for some people, it's best you stay where you are. because Jamaica is not for the faint-hearted. You have to come and have a hat on and know what you're coming and doing. So as Dad is explaining to you about investing, that's one of the ways to start making your transition into Jamaica, even as you think. For those of you who are thinking of coming back, and for those of you who's in the back of your head, but you're not quite sure, follow us and we will tell you more. So that, go on some more.
Yes, there is another young lady. She is Jamaican, and she, the other day I noticed on YouTube, somebody said she's the wealthiest YouTuber in Jamaica.
Wow.
She goes around and she search out for things that people can do to make good money from YouTube. So there's a whole lot of things on social media that you can work with. Now some of these things will mislead you, but like in everything else, you go to church, there are people to mislead you. You go in the educational institutions, there are people to mislead you. You take time and feel your way around. Look for the people who are meaningful, people who will sit down with you, counsel with you, and you prospect together and find meaningful investment. And the other thing about investing in Jamaica, some people coming in from abroad, they bring a quality attitude. They have that personal touch, especially those of you coming from Britain. Because you know, in Britain, sometimes you go to a place, and I'm amused over and over as I go to some institution in Britain. I know that they don't really like me. But that young lady will come out, good morning.
Customer service, Dad.
That's right. I'm deep down. I'm amused because I know there's no great love there, but she is trained to make me feel at home and to spend my money. So I'm not saying you have to be hypocritical, but your personality, your attitude, what you share with others is a mean of enhancing the growth of your business. So that attitude plowed into whatever you're doing. If you are a counselor, you can open up. Again, yes, let me jump back. We started a counseling program, which again was going very well. But I tell you why some of these things that I started and shut down. It's not that I start things and don't finish them. But for the counseling and the rest of my teaching was more appealing. My students were enjoying what I was offering.
Yeah.
And so I was helping to build that department, and I enjoyed that very much. So I closed down some of what I was doing.
Plus, mom wanted to enjoy her retirement, really.
That's
yes,
right.
mom come home to really enjoy her retirement, so you didn't want to put too much on her.
Right, and at the same time, while she wanted to enjoy her retirement,
you want to continue.
but she started a little school.
Yes.
And people were
Yes.
asking her, she reached a limit, and she said that's as many, but people were still asking her, can you take my children? Can you take my children? And she was enjoying her school very much because again, she placed that attitude, that personality.
And just to intercept, mom is a teacher by trade. She taught at a few high schools here in Jamaica. So we've got educators around.
Something I noticed could go down very well in Jamaica. And if I had years to my life, I would do it. That is to form agency. Right now, I know of at least 3 or 4 people who they are just asking for to find a good caregiver.
Yes.
You get some caregiver over here, they don't know what to do, they don't know how to do it, they have no training. So if you form an agency, line up your caregivers, take responsibility for placing them, take responsibility for looking after the people, that would be flying.
Yes.
Right now I'd give you at least 3 people where you could place good caregiver. I have a friend living not too far away, and he managed to find a good caregiver. And I tell you, it's like gold given to him.
Yeah.
He loved the caregiver loved him. She drive him around, she take him to the bank, she take him here, she take him all over the place. Several things we can invest in. It's only for you to sit down, take some counsel, think about yourself. Who am I? What do I have to offer? How can I offer it? And you find that Jamaica is virgin territory for investment.
And as Dad has mentioned in previous video, Jamaica, it has the capacity to house as many business as possible. And as Dad said about training, we need agencies, even just to teach people how to have good customer service manners, because that is something as Jamaica, we really struggle with good customer service.
It's not to say they're not trying to do something, but what many of the people out here do not understand is that you don't have to like what they like.
Yeah.
And so a person come around with a big laugh and swinging their hands, and they think you will like that,
yeah,
because that's what they like,
yeah,
that's what their peers like.
Yeah.
No, if you train them and let them
tailor to different people.
Right. People are coming in from different places. They have their different custom. Yes, they want to fit in with what we have here, but they already have their culture.
That's right.
So you help to understand their culture and offer them what they want.
Yes. And as Dad said, Jamaica is, when I say up and coming, and Jamaica is not the Jamaica 15, 20 years ago, okay? Because it's not the Jamaica I knew. When I came back here, Jamaica, for me, it surprised me. Yes, there are still some things that gets on my nerves, but there are things in England that gets on my nerves, okay? Plenty things get on my nerves. So everywhere you go, you're not gonna find everything. As somebody said, I was watching my friend video, and they started a video on YouTube channel, and they're going on well. They have over 4,000 had subscribers, and they do a lot of going around and showing what Jamaica is about, even as a family, and they're doing a lot of humanitarian work, which is just amazing. So everybody's finding their footing in Jamaica. But the reason why I love having that on my video is that I'm only 5 years into Jamaica, so I'm learning Jamaica all over again. I think it's only wise to have somebody who has been back longer than I have, who have, as I said, invest in the stock market. There's a wasp. There's a wasp. Invest in the stock market and doing all of that, so he has a wide knowledge. Anyway, Dad, thank you so much for coming on this morning again.
Thank you so much. And those who think about dressing, I'm on my way
to a funeral.
Friends, my very good friend, his wife passed out, and today is her funeral, and so
that's why it's so strong.
I am on my way to that funeral today to share their grief and to help comfort them.
Yes, and that is another thing we do here in Jamaica. When somebody hurts, we are there to help and to just comfort each other. We do it as well in England as well, especially in the church community. I know that we are together like that. So,
but here in Jamaica, it's a big thing. In most cases, they spend nearly all day,
yes,
and they mourn together, they sing together, they give speeches and what have you. So,
for those of you who are joining us who are not Jamaicans, those are some other things we do. So if you're joining us from Australia, Africa, the beautiful continent of Africa, welcome to our channel. And don't forget to drop your comment, and don't forget to like up the video, share up the video, and come over and join this little family. Until next time, thank you for coming on again, Dad. I learned so much when Dad is on, because just sitting down and listening to him talking, it's just a wealth of knowledge. Thank you, Dad.
Thank you.
Until next time, don't forget to come back and join us. Until next time, bye.
Have a good day.